What up, YouTube? Just a little update on my E38 situation. Alright, so I've been driving the car for about a week. No, it's been a week. And I have put a little over 200 miles on it. And she's running fabulous. Absolutely great. I have no complaints whatsoever except for a little oil leak. Both bank valve covers got a little leak. A little smoke coming from the exhaust manifold. No big deal. I'm actually working on it right now. But yeah, man, I'm ecstatic. I'm super excited, super happy. Extremely happy, actually, that my car is back on the road. I bought some grills for it from an eBay vendor, and they fit like shit. And it's not because my hood is damaged. They just don't fit. If you see right here, there's no contour cut into the grill to fit the shape of the hood. It's even worse on this side. I mean, the cut, the edge right there, it's terrible, man. It's absolutely horrible. But I wanted some nostrils in my car because it looked worse without them. I'd rather have the messed up grills than to have no grills at all. But the issue with my oil leak on bank 1 is coming from right here. You can't really tell in the video, but it's kind of a step right here between the upper timing cover and the head itself. So what I'm doing is I'm going to reset the valve cover and double check my torque to make sure that I have it torqued down properly, so that way the rubber can actually crush down and seal this space. Most people will use silicone to fill in that space, but I work with a guy who has been working on Ferraris, high-end Jaguars, Porsches, as he has so explicitly told me to pronounce it correctly, Porsche, for literally 55 years. So I listen to damn near anything he has to say, because even though some of the things he tells me may be old-fashioned, they're correct and they work. Instead of using silicone, I use Permatex Aviation Former Gasket Sealant Liquid. It works absolutely wonderfully. He's been using this for 1,000 years. He recommended that I stop using silicone and use this because it simply works better and is less of a risk for your engine. I typically don't use a gasket sealer of any type on my valve covers, but since I have that leak, I'm only going to use it on the bottom edge right here, specifically right here, because that's where the leak is coming from, right here in this area where that step is. If the problem persists, I may still go ahead and put a little silicone on there just to fill in that gap, but we're going to do it this way for now and see how it holds up. One of his main reasons for not wanting to use silicone is because when that silicone spreads, when you put the two surfaces together, it tends to break off and go into your engine. When it goes into your engine, it can clog up your oil channels. Clog up your oil channels, you already know what happens when an engine is starved of oil. When he gave me that explanation as to why to stop using silicone, it made complete sense. I mean, if you're gonna have a scenario that can clog up your oil channels, then clearly that's the reason. And as a matter of fact, when I went into this, like I said, I usually don't use sealers anyway, but somebody who had this engine before me apparently did use it. And when I cleaned out the oil pickup, man, there was so much silicone in there, it makes absolutely no sense. It was like a ball bearing. That's how much it was. So it was still bad. But from here on out, yeah, I'm not using silicone unless it's called for that particular application. I'll be using that Permatex from here on out. Anyway, that's just a little quick update on my car. I still got a lot of shit to do. Next, I'm going to be getting my tires for my wheels, and then I'm going to start on my suspension. I'm going to do the tires first because they're more expensive. Well, not necessarily more expensive, but expensive enough to the point where I want to start with that. So, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Hit the like button and subscribe, share, tell your friends about me. Thank you very much, and peace out.